Welcome to class 6 of Indian Financial System. So as I told you in the last class, in this class we are going to study regarding the instruments of money market. So money market means a market for securities with a short-term maturities up to 1 year. So banks, non-banking financial companies and acceptance house make up the money market. So it facilitates the transaction for short-term funds and maintains appropriate liquidity in the market, right? And in this class we clearly understand regarding what is money market instruments, what are its features, purpose and types. So first of all we should know what is money market. So before going to the instruments of money market, we should know what is money market instruments. Financial instruments, as no doubt, right? Financial instruments with short-term maturity, so that is up to 1 year. So that is used for or used as tool for raising the capital by the issuers and are known as money market instruments. So these are the debt securities, so that are going to be offered for a fixed interest rate and are gradually which are unsecured. So there is no collateral, backing up of security is not there, and the risk of non-repayment is theoretically high. So it clearly says collateral is not there, which means you need not give any backing up for the securities, or we can say there is a high risk of non-repayment. So however, money market instruments have a high credit rating, ensuring that issuers do not default. Okay, so it has a credit rating agency. That credit rating says that it has a high credit, so that the customers who are there, so they are not under default. So which makes them a go-to avenue for the investors looking for obtaining to park their money or to invest their money for the short term and earn fixed return of the same. Okay, so you may ask what are the features. So we can say in money market we have high liquidity, secured investment, fixed returns. But why? So why high liquidity? So they generate fixed income for the investors, and short-term maturity makes them high liquidity. Short-term maturity, within the 1 year you can convert your shares into or securities into the cash. So owning to these characteristics, money market instruments are considered as close substitutes of money, right? The next way I said it has secured investment. So how it has secured investment? So it says financial instruments which are there in the money market, so it has a secured investment avenues. So since the issuer of money market instruments have a high credit rating and the returns are fixed beforehand, okay, so the risk of losing your investment capital can be minimized, right? Can be minimized. So credit rating is been given. So it says that when credit rating is given, issuer do not default. So when it is there, you have a fixed return. So returns are fixed beforehand only. Okay. So the risk of losing your investment will be minimized. The next I said it has a fixed return, right? So since the money market instruments are offered at the discount to the face value, the amount that the investors gets on maturity is decided in advance itself. So this effectively helps the individuals in choosing the instruments which would suit their needs and investments. Okay, so what may be the purpose? So we are able to maintain the liquidity in the market, we are able to provide the funds at the short notice, so utilize the surplus amount, so it helps in financial mobility, helps in monetary policy. So these are some purposes. So why the money market is there? Okay, maintains liquidity in the market. So one of the crucial function of the money market is to maintain liquidity in the economy. So without liquidity you are not going to invest, right? Suppose you invest and you cannot come back out of that, or you cannot come out of it, so will you invest? No, right? So you want to come out of your position, so liquidity is must here. So some money market instruments so that are important part of the monetary policy framework. So what RBI does, RBI uses these short term securities to get liquidity in the market within the required range. The next is it is going to provide you the short term or funds at a short notice, right? So how it provides, it is better for the institution to borrow funds from the market instead of borrowing from the banks. So as the process is a hassle free, or we can say free, and the interest rate of this asset is also lower than that the commercial loans. Okay, so sometimes commercial banks also use this money market instruments to maintain the minimum cash reserve ratio as per the RBI guidelines. So these institutions can borrow the money by selling money market, or by selling money market instruments and finance their short term needs. Okay, so which institutions? So the institution like, so your individuals, big and small corporation, banks and banks of borrowing, so they are going to borrow the money at a very short notice. So they are going to utilize the surplus fund. So money market will help or make easier for the investors to dispose of their surplus funds, retain their liquid nature and earn significant profit on the same. So it facilitates investors saving into investment channels. So these investors includes like your banks, non-financial corporations, as well as the state and local government. We also say money market will help in financial mobility. So how it helps in financial mobility? So it ensures the transparency in the system. Okay, high financial mobility is important for overall growth of economy. So by promoting industrial and commercial development, so the mobility is allowed, right? So money market helps in mobilizing or helps the financial mobility by allowing easy transfer of fund from one sector to the another sector. So let's come to money market instruments. What are the types of instruments we have in India especially? So the first is your treasury bill. So we also call it as T-bill. So what is this treasury bill? Treasury bills are normally issued by the Reserve Bank of India. So that is on behalf of your central government for raising the money. Okay, so and their maturity, so as it is a money market, it has a very short maturity. So with highest up to 1 year currently, T-bills are issued with the 3 different maturity periods. So like which are, one is 91 days, so some T-bills are issued at or for 182 days, or some T-bills are issued for 1 year. Okay, 1 year T-bills are there. So there are 3 types or 3 different maturity periods. So T-bills are normally issued at what? They are issued at the discount rate or discount to the face value. Okay, at a maturity, the investor gets the face value amount. So this difference between the initial value and the face value is the return earned by the investors. Okay, so they are the safest short-term financial or short-term fixed income investments. So as they are backed by the government of India. So when government itself gives the security, are you not guaranteed with it, or are you not trustworthy with it? Yes. So what happens here? So these T-bills are issued by whom? Issued by what? Issued by the Reserve Bank of India. So on behalf of the central government. Okay. So when they are issued at discount. So discount means discount to the face value, less than the face value. Okay. And at the time of maturity, the investor gets the face value amount. So you have purchased at the less than face value, and at the end you are going to get the face value. So different amount what is there, so that will be your earning. The next is commercial papers. So what is commercial papers? So as it is given, large companies and businesses issues promissory notes to raise the capital to meet the short-term business needs, known as commercial papers. So these firms, okay, so these large firms have a high credit rating, owing to which commercial papers are unsecured with the company's creditability, acting as security for the financial instruments. So corporate promissory notes or promissory dealers are there, and all India financial institutions, so they can issue the commercial papers. So who can issue it? So PDs, which means primary dealers or corporate primary dealers, and FIs, which means all India financial institutions can issue commercial paper. So how it is issued? What is the maturity period of it? So it has a fixed maturity period, so ranging from 7 days to 270 days. Okay. However, investors can trade these instruments in secondary market. Okay, they are going to trade these instruments in secondary market. So they offer relatively higher return compared that to the treasury bill. So returns what you get out of the commercial papers will be more than what you get in the treasury bills, because as it can be traded in the secondary market. The next is certificate of deposits. So what is this certificate of deposits? Certificate of deposits are the financial instruments, right? So that are issued by the bank and the financial institutions. They offer fixed rate on the investment or invested amount. The primary difference between your CD, or do we say certificate of deposits, and the fixed deposit is that whatever value of principal amount that can be invested, okay, the former is issued for larger sum of money, so 1 lakh or in multiplies of 1 lakh thereafter. So here what maturity it has? The maturity of your certificate of deposit ranges between 7 days to 1 year. So if issued by banks, other financial institutions can issue, or other financial institution, or I repeat, suppose it is issued by a bank, it is 7 to 1 year. If it is issued by other financial institution, so the maturity will be from 1 to 3 years. Okay, so because of the restrictions of minimum investment amount, certificate of deposits are more popular among the organizations, so that individuals who are looking to invest their surplus for the short term and earn interest on the same. The next is repurchase agreement. So this is also called as buybacks. Repurchase agreements are formal agreement between two parties where one party sells a security to another, so with the promise of buying it back at the later date from the buyer. Okay, so it is also called as sell buy transaction. So we call it as repos or buybacks. Okay, along with that we call it as sell buy transaction. So what happens here? Seller is going to buy the security at a predetermined time. Okay, predetermined time and predetermined amount, so which also includes the interest rate at which the buyer agreed to buy the security. Okay, so the interest rate which is charged by the buyer for agreeing to buy the security is called as repo rate. So the repos come in handy when the seller needs fund for short term. He or she can just sell the security and get the fund to dispose. So the buyer gets that opportunity to earn decent return and on the investment of money. The last is your banker's acceptance. So banker's acceptance, financial instruments produce an individual or a corporation in the name of the bank is known as banker's acceptance. So it requires what? It requires the issuer to pay the instrument holder a specific amount on the predetermined date. Okay, so which ranges from 30 to 180 days starting from the date of issue of instrument. So it is a secure financial instrument as a payment is guaranteed by the commercial bank. So banker acceptance is issued at the discount price and the actual price is paid to the holder at the maturity. So the difference between the two is profit made by the investors. So now you may ask, so who can invest in money market? Okay, who should invest in money market instruments? So it's very simple. Investors looking to put their money in the short term or short term or for a less period and earning the fixed rate or fixed income on the same can consider the investing or can consider investing in money market. So who are having an intention, so they want liquidity in short term and the fixed income. Okay, so you may also ask, is money market important for the development of economy? So how it is important? So the money market is important, yes, for the economy as it is going to pave the way for the business, houses and corporation to park their temporary cash surplus or to raise the short-term debt through issuance of corporate bonds. So you may ask, who regulates the money market in India? So note, money market in India is currently regulated by Reserve Bank of India and the Security Exchange Board of India. Okay, so what are the or how the money market instruments different from equity securities? So equity securities are those securities which we are going to issue in the secondary market, right? So money market instrument, how it differs? So those who hold money market instruments are essentially the creditors. Okay, so they are not the owners. Okay, they are not the owners of the entity issuing the security. So whereas equity represent the partial ownership, or that person will become the ownership of the entity. So for instance, okay, holders of corporate bonds and are the creditors of the corporate firm, whereas those who hold the equity of that firm are the owners of that firm. Okay, the next is, we can say, are these instruments entirely risk free? No. So because of possibility of banks failing, a big corporation declaring the bankruptcy still presides even though it is quite low. So when does this RBI is going to conduct the auction for this T-bill, right? So RBI generally conducts auction every Wednesday to issue T-bills with 91 days, 180 days and 364 days maturity. The central bank issues quarterly calendar of issuance of T-bill. So commercial papers we say. So who are eligible to get this commercial paper or invest in a commercial paper? So individual corporate bodies, either registered or it may be incorporated in India. So banking companies, unincorporated bodies, non-resident Indians and a foreign institutional institutions can invest in your commercial papers. So SEBI sets up the limit on investment for your investment in the foreign institutions for from time to time. Okay, so you may ask, what is the amount can a commercial paper be issued? So that is 5 lakh or its multiplies there too. So thank you. This is all about your money market and its instruments.